All right, so it's April 27th, 2026, Monday night. Future opened 20 minutes ago, and I'm just going to go talk about my trade today and my analysis for today and going into tomorrow. Once again, this video is directed for my own usage. It's not a financial advice whatsoever. This is so that I can be more accountable with my trades, and maybe hopefully I can be better aware of my trade style, and so that I can fix it and be better trader. So uh, last night, what I thought would happen after saying, we were trending upward is that we'll continuously, hold this trend upward, and maybe we'll see the retest once if the price opens above the previous close level. And then I will long and try to target this level that we're currently trading at right now. The problem was at 9:30 was that we opened actually below the level, and even though being playing short was not in my what was not in my playbook, what I saw was that we're seeing no balance formed here. We got invalidate balance over here, and which is still active. Another imbalance over here that got taken over. So I failed to see that there was a still imbalance that was still respected, right? We didn't see a close below it, and also another thing is that if we take this area over here, that becomes our demand, overnight demand. And if I look at it now, of course it's a hindsight, but the pre-market really did not show any sign that the sellers are there, because we did not break this support, overnight support. So going in the 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock, this overnight area becomes the overhead supply, where if the price opens below, there's a good chance I might take the short over here and should aim for anywhere in this demand. It literally bounced off the 30-minute level over here. So I guess in the morning waiting, getting into short, and getting this maybe like a 20-point move was not a bad idea. It's just that I don't really trade in a way that really focus on intraday movement like that. I expect the intraday movement to be at least go to a target or whatnot. So that's why I wanted to target here and had a stop, and I got stopped out. I don't really trail, so maybe that's something that I need to work on. But it's a lot of times, when I miss the move because I got trail stopped and not getting back in, that's the hardest thing. So I rather respect my stop and maybe have a better analysis so that I can have a better target, especially it's going against the trend, and especially when there's not a lot of evidence to show that the sellers were there, as we can see right now. So yeah, one trade and that's it. And going into tomorrow, yeah, I guess we'll, if we follow the same theory, the current demand will be around here, right? So, and we are backed by a bunch of 30-minute imbalances over here. So as long as this 30-minute imbalance and this demand area is intact, so if I don't see a candle close below this, right, which had to trigger this short call, right? I am not looking into short. I have to tell myself that I'm not looking into short, that I'm only looking into buy. So if the price come down here in the pre-market or during the market open, I should be looking into buy to actually target higher. So that's my game plan. Hopefully, I can use yesterday as a learning lesson to go move forward. So to really take understanding of the pre-market movement, right? Especially, another thing, using this ATR indicator is that, we have the short, a trigger over here, but which never got triggered. We didn't even tap into it, right? We don't even close into it, right? And we have a call trigger that we don't tap into it, we don't close it, so we kind of can expect a choppy day. And in the back of my head, I knew it was gonna be choppy, but at least I thought it will be chop, 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 boop, and then we'll go up. But yeah, took a loss over here. It's not the end of the world. We'll move on. And I like it, doing this video so that I can talk about my trade verbally. So hopefully that, when the time comes, when I get into the trade, I can remember and be better and manage my trade. So that's the ES. NQ, I look at the NQ too, but NQ has two imbalances that's basically, negated right now, and we're not seeing any imbalances form. So this is something maybe I need to watch out, and maybe I need to trade NQ instead of ES tomorrow, because NQ might provide a better price action right now. There is another imbalance that the sellers might target, so to pick up the buyer, so targeting this low and going into this. So if in the overnight NQ dips below here but closes above this zone and then starts going up, then I think that's a cue to buy into and maybe even swing to these two levels over here. Obviously, I think at that point, comparing it to ES, the true target will be these two, 28 and 2800 to 2500, so 2400. So that might be swingable, especially when you look at the ES. We saw a good reaction at 7200 level today, but the buyers are loving it at the 7183. So very short-term swing for a couple of days before the FOMC. I think this might be a good swing, opportunity. Gold, I'm not interested, but I mean, looking at general, just overall movement, I think the maybe we might see a down move, but to me, I mean, when I look at the hourly chart, this just seems very weak sellers to me, right? Very weak sellers. So I'm expecting to take out this high or even this high and kind of target this high. I think it is possible, but we'll see. Gold, because it's after such an impulsive move, it is hard to tell. So once again, this area, I mean, I think for gold shorts, chasing shorts around anywhere in this region is a folly. Definitely a folly. I don't think gold moves that way. Gold probably moves better. Like short selling is probably better at this level, right? When it's really premium. So yeah, if this move happens, let it happen. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to chase it. Maybe if you break this low, and maybe I don't know, but it's not. I don't think it's worth chasing it at that point. It's better to wait until it finds the bottom and swing it to the upside. That's a better play for me. So yeah, I mean, some people can trade gold at this price action. I don't think this is really a good price action to trade it off from, because the bias is very conflicting. So I don't want to get into this thing. So same with CL. CL definitely finding support at that point. CL is. I had a second thought about CL is that I'm looking to short ES at 73, 7400. But if I want to short around this area, how can I short both CL and ES? So I think CL is going to move first before ES can move, but we'll see how it goes. I don't have any swing position right now open. Last week I had Great Britain pound and the ES positions, and ES I took a small loss and got out, and I don't have any active position, so I'm only trading intraday. So yeah, there's nothing really good that I like right now. I think ES might, I'm looking at ES. So what I'm seeing is that we have this balance. We saw the break retest the balance and we're seeing continuation. So at that point, retesting this, even this high over here, if there's an impulsive move, and if we manage to see that and just long it and try to take a good 100 point, that's what I'm looking for right now. So yeah, not the best day, had the worst, but we'll live through it. Thank you.